everyone, it's me, Charlene, back with a Tuesday Talks. Okay, so finally I am going to talk about garlic. So if you watch these regularly, you know I'm always like, and maybe I'll do something about garlic. So here it is. Now, why did I want to talk about garlic? Well, because there's things going on that, the mainstream media doesn't really cover very well as far as I'm concerned. But the reality is, there seems to be an issue, not just in this country, but around the world with people and blood clots. And one of the things that I really like about garlic is not only is it a blood cleanser, but it is anti everything that you want something to be anti. So it's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, anti-parasitic, anti-tumor, and also it's anti too much coagulation, so too much of clotting, basically. So it can be very helpful in making sure your blood does not clot. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's really important. The other thing is this right here. This is garlic in the tincture form. Tincture means you take a plant, a piece of bark, a nut or whatever, and you infuse it in, or not, you don't infuse it, but you put it in alcohol. And it's called a menstruum, and the alcohol sucks out all of the medicinal value or the medicinal constituents, those that are alcohol soluble anyway. And then you have a highly concentrated medicinal form of an herb or a berry or fruit or nut or bark or whatever. So tincture, that's all a tincture is. A tincture can be alcohol, it can be glycerin, I guess it can be water. So something where the active ingredients of a substance is pulled out and put in another substance. Highly concentrated. So of course you can eat garlic, which is great, but you also can get it in medicinal form, which is a tincture. I would link an affiliate link to this below, but I lost my affiliate status, probably because I don't have enough affiliate links going on and enough clicking. But anyway, I highly recommend. I use this all the time. My family uses it all the time. And I will just give you kind of, I'll just be completely transparent. So, as you know, recently we went through a whole thing around the world, and there was a forcibly pushed medical intervention that many people got. I was one of the persons who did not get that. Many people in my family did not get it. I can't speak for every Rankin, but I will say that most of the people in my family who did get it, now not all of them, but the ones who did, most of those did not want it. They only got it because they were forced by their work or whatever. So, as a whole, our family wasn't really all into that. And like my immediate family, we never, now I'm going to knock on all sorts of wood, we never got the condition that, is going around. I think one of the reasons is because we were so vigilant, and we were always vigilant about like hand washing and things like that, but we were armored up, man. So this was my friend. I can't tell you how many super spreader events I accidentally went to. Now, of course, when the invite came, it didn't say, guess what? It's going to be a super spreader event. We found that out later. Been exposed a lot, including one time with my neighbor. We did like a little walkabout. We had a shared garden area that we were working on, and she was moving and I was taking over the garden, and we were like, let's talk about it. This was last summer. And the next day she was like, sorry, just found out I had the thing. And I was just like, oh man. Because of course we were outside together and unmasked, because I don't wear a mask anymore unless I think I need it. And I knew I didn't. Ha! Oh, I thought I didn't, right? No, I didn't because we were outside, and I was exposed. She went down hard, man. And of course, she had told me even before we did this whole garden tour, like, oh, just so you know, you don't have to worry about anything because I'm whatever and boosted, and I'm just like, and I'm not. But anyway, she, had her situation, and I did not. And part of it is because this has been my friend throughout this situation, and also when I am exposed, I use oregano. So anyway, this wasn't supposed to be all about that. It's supposed to be about garlic. And the thing about it is we are coming into what they call flu and cold season. Now, of course, some people And the natural health community would say, is it flu or cold season, or is it just a season of eating a lot of sugar, eating a lot of bad things, high stress, a lot of running around, a lot of expectations, a lot of like cold weather and no sun and lack of vitamin D? Is that the season? Or is it cold and virus season? It's both, people. So anyway, things are afoot again. I highly recommend adding garlic to your diet and getting a medicinal version of garlic, either in the tincture, which is what I use, or in the capsules. Now, let's say you're kind of a younger person. Are you going to smell like garlic? I'm like officially an old person, and so I don't care anymore. Like, it'll keep vampires away and the vid and flu and cold and possibly potential suitors too, but hey, guess what? We're just going to have to get over it. If you're a younger person, you're like, I do not want to smell like garlic. This is my recommendation. Don't take this. You will smell like garlic. Get capsules. And you can get odorless capsules, and you also can take it with cilantro. Cilantro is really good at making sure you're not like off-gassing this garlic smell. That's my recommendations. Yeah, when you're young, you do not want to smell like garlic. That's really true. I have to admit that. But it should be on your list of things to keep in your medicinal cabinet. And I will let you know that if I had to pick 10 herbs or PharmaFoods, and those are the only 10 I could ever use for the rest of my life, for myself, my family, my community, my practice, garlic would be in that top 10 for sure. So many reasons. Not just because it's good to fight viruses and colds, but it's also great for digestion. It's really good to relieve excess gas and bloating, and if you have other digestive issues, it's great for that. It's anti-inflammatory. It has disulfide, I think it's called, is the anti-inflammatory ingredient in it. It reduces chronic inflammation, and it reduces that cytokine storm. Cytokine, I can't remember the pronunciation. But that's part of the issue with that one condition that is practically banned. You can't say that word on social media sometimes. So part of the issue why it was a much more dangerous flu is it just initiated this huge immune response that turned into a detriment instead of a benefit. It's called a cytokine storm. Garlic addresses that. It's also great for the heart. It reduces high blood pressure. It's a blood cleanser. It reduces cholesterol. It's a decongestant, so it aids in bronchitis and whooping cough. I mean, it doesn't aid it. It helps alleviate it. It lowers blood sugar and diabetes. So there's been, and it helps the pancreas function and increases the secretion of insulin. I could just go on. And everything that I'm saying is backed up by, trying to be more careful with my words lately, is backed up by mainstream science, okay? So there's the scientific studies to back it, but more important to me anyway, is that it's backed up by old wives' tales and medicine women and wise women throughout the millennia who have used it for its medicinal properties. But there's lots of high quality studies. You can go and look them up yourself. I suggest you do. I suggest that you become friends with PubMed. I suggest you become friends with NIH. And look up the studies yourself about how effective garlic is at addressing a lot of human conditions. And lastly, it's highly nutritious. So one raw clove of garlic contains manganese, selenium, vitamin C, B6, fiber, B1, calcium, copper, potassium, what else? Phosphorus, iron, all the good stuff. So once again, highly recommend garlic. I will add a link to a blog post that I just uploaded on my website about all the wonders of garlic. And then if you are interested in reading more about antivirals in particular, because we're coming into cold and flu season, I highly recommend this book. It's called Herbal Antivirals. Heal yourself faster, cheaper, and safer. Your A to Z guide to choosing, preparing, and using the most effective natural antiviral herbs by Mary Jones. And guess what? The number one herb She has a list of 45. The number 1 was garlic. I think so, if I remember correctly. Oh gosh, no, I can't find it. Anyway, her number 1, I'm pretty sure, was garlic. But find out for yourself. Get the book. Another one would be good too. Oh, I love him. Dr. Joseph Mercola. This is a great book. I love it because he also has recipes. I haven't used any of the recipes yet, but when I do, I'll do a Tuesday talk on it. It's called Upgrade Your Immunity with Herbs. Yeah. And the thing about it, which I love, is, you know, allopathic medicine, or modern medicine that we use, says, oh, there's no antivirals. Like, we don't have an antiviral. No, you guys don't have an antiviral. Mother Nature has an antiviral. God, or goddess, as I prefer, has an antiviral. Has lots of antivirals. We got antivirals. We don't know what y'all got, but we have antivirals. And garlic is one of them. So anyway, that's all I've got to say today about garlic. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. And I hope you join me next week for Tuesday Talks. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you like and subscribe. See, I'm getting better at promoting myself, aren't I? And if you're watching on Facebook, what do I want you to do? Oh, I want you to comment and tell me what I should talk about next week, or if you have any questions for me. Okay, that's it. I hope you have a great week. Bye.